You're listening to Monco Radio, where music and minds meet.
It's time to get in the ring with DJ
Yes, it is. It's time to get in the ring with DJ D. Kooks here, as it's a wonderful Friday morning, not afternoon.
Yes.
I'm so used to saying afternoon, it's not even funny. But it's Friday morning. It's going to go up to 70 today, which I have shorts and t-shirt on.
He's seriously wearing shorts. Yeah, we're almost in the middle of winter, and it's going to be
shorts.
74 degrees, and it's a beautiful Friday, February 24th, 2017. Yeah, Punkscatori Phil clearly lied to us.
Spring came early.
He promised us 6 more weeks of winter because he saw a shadow. He clearly was lying. So
This is why you don't trust a groundhog to say spring.
Well, although to be fair, it's going to be much chillier, especially for the Stadium Series game tomorrow, where a lot of us are going to see.
You're getting ready for it. You're gearing up.
I got a Simmons jersey on right now. I got a Ghost 50th anniversary one. I'm gonna wear. Actually, I haven't even worn it. Pretty much saved it for this occasion. For tomorrow night. So yeah, we're gonna be.
They're basically wearing the 50th anniversary jersey.
No, they. Oh, you didn't see the.
I didn't see.
You didn't see the leaks? Oh no! Oh, it's.
Let me see it.
The Flyers one is actually good. It's mostly black, which has been flying off the shelves in the store. The Penguins one is mustard yellow, and it is as ugly as it sounds.
Let me see.
Yeah. You see the Flyer? He's on the computer right now. He sees the Penguins one.
The Penguins one.
It is as ugly as it
sounds.
sounds.
Oh my God, that's bad.
It is mustard yellow. It's mostly mustard yellow with black.
The Flyers one's nice.
The Flyers one actually is pretty dope, but the Penguins one's mustard yellow, and it is ugly.
And so it's selling for $179.99.
Yeah, no, you can't get them. We can't keep them in the stores long enough. They sell so quick, it's ridiculous. But seriously though, yeah, the Penguins' current home jerseys, they're fine. They're road jerseys, they're fine. Those are awful, and then they're just ugly. The Flyers ones are good. I like the Flyers ones. I think the Flyers ones are productive. So it's not overly too much to get to today inside JITR.
We'll be celebrating an anniversary.
Yes, and obviously the Raw and SmackDown NXT 205 live stuff as we get closer to Fastlane next Sunday down in Milwaukee or over in Milwaukee. And we obviously the road to WrestleMania is really kicked off. Because SmackDown's really getting ready for it. So where do you want to go with this?
Let's start with Ring of Honor.
Okay.
We'll be watching a seminal Ring of Honor match later in the show.
Yep.
But they're celebrating their anniversary.
Yes. Their 16th birthday was yesterday.
Yes. It was February 23rd, 2002. They had their first show. Mm-hmm. Really a seminal company in the history of pro wrestling. Really.
It's given birth to a lot of household names we know and love today. And it's really been they've done a really good job over the years of just pure wrestling and taking away the flash and the ambience of everything and just boiled it down to the pure wrestling of it. And I think that's something that a lot of companies can learn from. I would say about Ring of Honor. I think that's the best thing I could say about them.
When did you first discover Ring of Honor?
I first knew it existed probably. I heard through the grapevine a few years ago, but I really didn't jump into it. And then I started to watch it. I think around like 2013 or something like that. I started to pay a little bit more attention to it, and it just looked incredibly different right away. It wasn't like your normal spectacle or something special, or we're hyping up an entrance or anything. It just basically boiled down to wrestling. It was pure wrestling. It was something pure and something that was genuine at the time. It still kind of is. And I like how it felt more ECW-y when kind of the smaller arenas, but it felt like it didn't have the niche the cult following ECW did, but I think it's
I
something,
think it definitely did.
It certainly does. Well, yeah, amongst like smaller like internet people. I guess the IWC, I guess we're all in it now. It did have it in a different way, I think, compared to ECW, I should say. But it was, it felt pure. It felt there was something more pure to it. And I think that's what makes it stick.
Yeah, on the first Ring of Honor show, which was 2/23/2002, we had the Hit Squad defeating the Christopher Street Connection in 1 minute with Alice in Danger. The Christopher Street Connection used to work in the Northeast. They were a gay tag team.
So basically Billy and Chuck. And then
basically a better version of Billy and Chuck. Amazing Red defeated Jay Briscoe with Mark Briscoe, and Mark Briscoe was 17 at the time. 16, actually. So he couldn't legally wrestle in Pennsylvania.
Similar to Jeff Hardy's flow. Well, Hardy was too young to wrestle in a lot of places when he first got in.
Xavier, we all remember Xavier from those early days of Ring of Honor, defeated Scoot Andrews. The Boogie Knights defeated the National Board Sinners, Boogaloo, and Homicide, who would be a great name in Ring of Honor and TNA for years to come.
I certainly remember him from TNA.
Quiet Storm defeated Brian XL, Chris Devine, the SATs, Joe and Jose Maximo, who were a big part of the early days of Ring of Honor, and the Amazing Red in 1455. Prince Nana defeats Eric Turtle, who's still with the company to this day. Prince Nana. Ikiki Loa and Spanky, a.k.a. Brian Kendrick, defeat Michael Shane and Oz, who Michael Shane was Matt Bentley, and Shawn Michaels' protege. Shawn Michaels' cousin, I believe, actually. Super Crazy to defeat Eddie Guerrero for the IWA Puerto Rico Intercontinental title. And the three biggest names.
Yep, the three-way dance.
Three-way dance, the three biggest names. It was rated 4.5 stars by Meltzer. Cage Match Users rated at 9.23 out of 10.
Right.
Low Key defeated American Dragon, a.k.a. Brian Danielson, and Christopher Daniels.
Yes.
The big three of Ring of Honor.
They were the first three I could think of that really carried, especially Brian, carrying the company.
Yeah. And you look at, they had a more third show. Christopher Daniels defeated American Dragon.
Right.
They had a round robin, actually. The SATs. Back in the day, CM Punk started to work for them.
Right.
Look at this match. Christian York and Joey Matthews defeat CW Anderson and LX.
I remember CW Anderson from ECW.
Joey Matthews is obviously Joey Mercury.
Right.
Christian York, obviously back in ECW.
Right. And CJ Anderson, too. I remember him in the ECW days.
Paul London, obviously,
Certainly.
Being a name.
A very long tag team championship, Roman Kendrick, in WWE. I think they were the longest reigning SmackDown tag team champions.
Yeah, so until New Day.
Well, that's SmackDown exclusively.
In recent, yes,
SmackDown exclusively, they were the longest, but the New Day was with both shows.
Yes. So we had the three big names, Low Key, Brian Danielson, and Christopher Daniels.
Right.
2006 was the big CZW feud, which we'll watch the Cage of Death from Death Before Dishonor.
Okay.
So a lot of good stuff has come out of Ring of Honor over the years. They've partnered with Dragon Gate. They've partnered with Noah. They've partnered with now New Japan and CMLL.
Right.
So Ring of Honor has really been an important company.
They've really been influential. They've really been in some cases, they've been a launching pad for a lot of big stars. We talk about Brian and we talk about Joe and there's so many.
You look at the Ring of Honor alumni.
Yeah, there's so many guys. You could say
Adam Pearce, who's currently in NXT as a coach. Mike Bennett, Shelton Benjamin.
Right.
Brent Albright, Jeff and Matt Hardy. Tyler Black, a.k.a. Seth Rollins. Abyss. Foley has been in Ring of Honor.
Ric Flair's been there.
Steen, of course. A.k.a. Owens.
Kevin Owens. El Generico, a.k.a. Sami Zayn. Let's see here. Jerry Lynn, who's ECW great.
Tyson Smith, a.k.a. Kenny Omega.
Right.
Necro Butcher, CM Punk.
Right.
Of course, Raven, which was the launch you've had of CM Punk was the Raven feud where they ended it in a dog collar match. Joey Rhines, Chris Sabin. It's the who's who of who's work there.
Yeah, no, there's
Go Shiozaki.
a lot of big name players.
Jingo. Lots of big names. Joe, of course.
Right.
Longest reigning Ring of Honor champion. And the first Ring of Honor champion was... Who was the first Ring of Honor? It was not Danielson.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't McGuinness. Joe's, I think, was the longest at what? Was it 534 days for Joe?
It was over 600.
Oh, so it was 600. Oh, okay. Who am I thinking of that? Like a 530-day reign or something like that?
Lethal.
Okay, Lethal's.
Low Key was the first Ring of Honor champion. Then Xavier Samoa Joe had that 645
days. Almost
reign.
2 years as champion. Jeez.
Austin Aries, CM Punk, that Summer of Punk. James Gibson, a.k.a. Jamie Noble.
Right.
Bryan Danielson, 462 days.
That's a long one, yep.
Homicide, Trent Takeshi Morishima. Then
He went 231. Nigel McGuinness.
Current NXT.
He used to be the guy.
It's like a who's who of wrestling.
He used to run Ring of Honor, too, before coming to NXT. 545 days as champion.
Austin, in the kayfabe sense. Austin Aries, Tyler Black,
Yep.
Seth Rollins.
Yep.
Roddy Strong, Eddie Edwards, Davey Richards, Steen, a.k.a.
Kevin Owens.
Owens, Briscoe, Cole, Elgin, Briscoe, Lethal, O'Reilly.
427.
So Nigel McGuinness has had the second longest reign, 545. Samoa Joe, obviously the first reign. Adam Cole has had 3 reigns. He has had the belt for 427.
And he's accumulated. His cumulative reigns are the fourth most all time, but he's got the most reigns with 3. He's the only guy to get to 3.
Yes, so this Ring of Honor title is a very protected title.
Yes, it is.
So we're talking about Ring of Honor, and we also be remiss. They're currently still going on, and it's still a great product.
Yeah,
so.
no, I remember the show I went to when your boys like ran into hooked me up with a ticket. It was the show with Shinsuke
and Adam Cole.
Adam Cole. That was a good match, and the match with the Okada and his match was involved there. That was a really good event.
We're probably gonna go to the one in May with the New Japan.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, no, you know what? I probably got nothing to do. If I got nothing to do that night, when is it? What night of the?
Because none of the teams are making the playoffs. Let's be real.
The Flyers are falling off the face of the map, face of the earth right now. We'll see what's.
I'll buy my ticket right now. I'll actually buy my ticket right now.
Yeah, the Flyers are struggling.
It's May 14th.
May 14th. I'll look at the Phillies, see if their Philly schedule works. Because the Philly schedule works, I got no problem going. Because I think that's because the 2300 arena obviously used to be the ECW arena, it used to be CZW arena. Probably it's.
Yep.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I remember from that event. Like there was that giant ECW mural in the men's bathroom.
Yes, that mural is awesome.
Yeah, it really. I took a picture of it. It's really cool. Yeah, that's a really cool way to think of Ring of Honor. They've been obviously great with the tag teams like the Bucks and the Red Dragon and Time Splitters and all the great tag teams that have shown up from ROH as well. The Kingdom had a good run. They really have done. ROH really has been big time heavy hitter stuff.
Yes,
over the years.
Yes. So that's it with Ring of Honor until we watch the Cage of Death.
Right. With
ROH versus CZW from Death Before Dishonor 06. Now let's get into WWE. Beast Mike, you have 4.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's okay. You said May 14th. Yeah, I can go to that. Okay. So now we're going to Raw now, and as last week's Raw was good, this Raw kind of fell off a little bit.
Started with a stellar promo.
We kicked off with Kevin Owens. Owens crushed it with this promo. I love how they did it. It felt like, remember the Eddie Guerrero promo after Return of Rey Mysterio? That's what this kind of felt like to me. With Kevin Owens, with the spotlight on him, and how he was just enraged. Like you see that enraged look on his face. He didn't say anything about Jericho. He basically focused his promo directly on to Goldberg and getting ready for his match at Fastlane. He said nothing about Jericho, which probably said a lot about his situation with Y2J. Owens went on to face Sami Zayn later on in the evening, but we'll get to it in a little bit. Number one contenders match for the tag titles: Cesaro and Sheamus versus Enzo and Cass. And Enzo and Cass getting the W after it was Cass getting the pin on Sheamus. And then Enzo, after the match, started to cut a promo, in part because of the chicken tenders thing, and in part because he was just Enzo Amore. Sheamus promptly put his foot in Enzo's mouth and basically shut Enzo up.
That was funny.
It was actually kind of hilarious. He kind of had that coming. Kendrick, over the last couple of nights, Monday and Tuesday night, got into Akira Tozawa's kitchen, and he cooked Tozawa twice. The first time, before the match, Kendrick jumped him and gave him a little bit of a beatdown. So there really was no match on Raw.
Speaking of Dragon Gate.
Yep.
Akira Tozawa.
Yep. Akira Tozawa. And going to 205 Live, I'll just cut to the chase on that one. Kendrick and Tozawa actually did have a solid match. And 205 is getting better, by the way. They actually did have a solid match, Kendrick and Tozawa.
But when you're ranking 23rd in the...
Yeah, it's a bad look. You can't get much worse. But yeah, it's 205 Live, they had a good match. And Kendrick would actually hustle Tozawa pretty good. So they go to the outside, and then Kendrick happened to tie Tozawa up. He was part of the ring. To hold the ring together. He was part of it to actually trap Tozawa's ankle inside of it. And then Kendrick won by countout. So it was actually a good way to continue that rivalry, keep the rivalry going. And the look on Tozawa's face was kind of priceless. It looked like he's going to rip Kendrick's head off. It's going to be a pretty good rivalry on 205 Live. Reigns versus Anderson and Gallows. It seems like they're clearly trying their best to keep Roman strong and productive going into his match at Fastlane with Strowman, and not bury Gallows and Anderson, which is why we've had two relatively non-finishes in the last 2 weeks between the three guys. Roman would eventually get the jump and win in the end, as for some reason Carl Anderson decided to jump, and he jumped directly into a spear, leaving Roman laying, and leaving Anderson laying, and Roman standing tall at the end of it.
Right.
But the tag team champions lost effectively no steam, and I think we're still good to go, as the tag champions are going to face Enzo and Cass at Fastlane for the tag titles. The New Day thing, with the ice cream, clearly this is taking off, and the New Day's still hot. They had a tag match with Jinder and Rusev, and Lana apparently hacked in and stole the New Day's plans on her iPad. This will come into play later on in the match, as the action went to the outside, and Xavier Woods used Francesca 2 Turbo to distract Lana, and Lana tossed the iPad in the air. Woods would catch it and promptly destroy Lana's iPad. This immediately led to the Midnight Hour by Woods and by Kofi and Big E to get the pin on Jinder, so New Day staying hot, as New Day has been named the host of WrestleMania, which I find a little disappointing when you consider your best tag team in a while is not going to actually have a match at WrestleMania. It's a little disappointing. But New Day's going to host WrestleMania, and I'm sure they're going to do something hilarious. I'm counting on it. Krauser, the contract signing with Gallagher and Neville was productive. Between the Englishmen, Gallagher kind of with the little funny spots with the tea and biscuits, which actually got a chant on Raw, which was semi weird. But Gallagher Neville tried to leave so soon, and Gallagher kind of incited him, and this led to a little bit of a brawl. As Gallagher's headbutt, which I'm hoping
just ordered my Ring of Honor ticket.
That was quick. I'm kind of hoping that the Gallagher eventually doesn't get like a concussion because of all these headbutts he's doing. But he would hit Neville clean in the jaw with a headbutt and knock Neville out of the ring with it. So as Gallagher continued to
and that's
get
205.
And at 205, Gallagher faced Tony Nese, which was a pretty productive match. Gallagher would get the win with his patented running drop kick. But I'm just hoping Gallagher doesn't get a concussion because of all these headbutts. His head's like it's like strong steel. Nia destroyed people, and clearly she wants into this women's title picture. Speaking of which, Stephanie, I thought was a good promo with Stephanie, Bayley, Charlotte, and Sasha. I thought it was a good, really Stephanie, Bayley, and Sasha with a good promo. As Stephanie tried to get inside the head of Bayley and get her to relinquish the title because of how Bayley won it. Do you remember? Dana interfered first to attack Sasha and to attack Bayley, and then Sasha made the save by attacking Dana and getting a little shot in on Charlotte before the Bayley to belly. And Bayley, Stephanie tried to get in Bayley's head and be like, okay, you don't want to win the title this way. You want to win it with honor. You want to win it fair and square, without any controversy or any asterisk or none of that. Bayley refused to give up the title. Naturally, this is going to lead to a rematch between Bayley and Charlotte at Fastlane for the title, which everyone's believing death taxes and Charlotte winning at pay-per-views is pretty much happening. Charlotte and Sasha would have a pretty good match immediately after, and Sasha would get the win thanks to the bank statement, as Dana would try to interfere once again on Charlotte's behalf, but Bayley would intercept her. The distraction caused Charlotte to get caught with a backstabber bank statement combo. Charlotte tapped out. So that was a productive match. In truth, there was no match between Owens and Zayn because Samoa Joe got there first. Joe intercepted Zayn and gave Zayn a serious beating before the match even got started. For some reason, Zayn still wanted to fight Owens, and this would be a horrible life choice. Owens disposed of him with ease, and I don't think Zayn even got an offensive move off in the match. So he disposed of Zayn with relative ease and left Zayn laying in the middle of the ring. Obviously, Zayn and Joe are going to do battle later on at the pay-per-view. And Big Show and Strowman, it did not suck. Quite honestly, Big Show and Strowman actually was not a terrible match. And there's a little bit of a backstory to Strowman's kip-up. There was a live event, I think it was in December, where Strowman
was facing the Big Show.
He was facing Big Show, and he told somebody backstage. I think he started with Jericho. I can do a kip-up. So Jericho's like, all right, $100 says you, $200 says you can't. Rollins jumps in and says, like, $100, you says you can't do it. A couple other guys put in some money in the pot and be like, okay, you can't do a kip-up. Come on, yo. Cena puts on a stag, which is $1,000, by the way. He puts up a stag, and it's like, you can't do a kip-up. Come on, yo.
Braun won the pot.
Braun won the pot, basically $2,500 or something like that. And as he kips up
good
during
payday.
the match, yeah, Braun wanted a payday,
and Braun did it.
And Braun did it. I think he did it 3 times in that match.
Yes, he did.
He did it 3 times.
He
did the Cesaro one where he kipped up, get down, kip up, get down, kip up, get down. So the match on Raw pretty much started the same way that match did. Collar elbow tie up. Big Show kind of overwhelmed Strowman a little bit, and then Strowman rolls through. It's like, whoa, okay, all right, this is getting, all right, we're doing this. And then so Big Show gets Strowman to the ground. Strowman kips up with ease. I'm like, everybody's like, whoa. Everybody's like, time out. Okay, this just got very real very quickly. Strowman, this match actually was productive. It actually was pretty solid.
Yeah.
It did not suck.
It did not suck.
It was a minor botch, I think, because I think Big Show trying to be on the second rope, but Strowman tried to catch him in midair and do the running power slam thing, but that kind of fell off a little bit. But I chalked up the weight and how fast Big Show was coming down. But other than that, I got no complaints. This was a productive match that made Strowman look strong going into Fastlane as he beat up Big Show with the power slam at the end. Both guys kicking out of each other's stuff I thought was warranted. I thought it was fine. And then Big Show would eventually get power slammed twice to lose the match. Roman would come out once again because he promised Foley that, and Foley had a nice backstage interview with backstage exchange with Stephanie where he finally stood up to her. I thought it was nice. And Roman promised that he would not interfere in the show Strowman match, but after it, he can't promise anything. So Strowman's music doesn't hit. Immediately, Roman's does. And Roman comes down for unfinished business with Strowman. And once again, Strowman laid waste to Roman Reigns.
Strowman would destroy Roman Reigns.
Yep, he laid waste to Roman once again. So, I don't know why Roman keeps trying this. It keeps failing miserably. And Strowman laid out Roman once again to close the show. SmackDown. As we jump to SmackDown, which was better than Raw this week. Last week, they were kind of on a level playing field, but this week, SmackDown was clearly better. Unfortunately, it started with some somber news. Naomi having to relinquish the title because she would not defend it in the 30-day period where she would have had to. So Naomi,
what was her injury?
It was a knee. It was a knee injury. Yeah, she injured it during. She didn't even show it during the match. It was she said it was after, like later on, as she had time to get away and time to like heal and stuff, or time to get away and like the pain kind of like shot in.
Yeah, right adrenaline.
The adrenaline kind of kept her through that match and let her get her signature win. But it was after the match where she felt the knee injury, and Naomi will be sidelined for a minute. Hopefully she comes back for her hometown in WrestleMania and gets a rematch with Alexa. But Naomi had to relinquish the title. It was devastating to see that. Everybody hurt for Naomi, except for possibly Alexa, to see that.
As Alexa Bliss would face Becky Lynch.
She would face Becky as the two former women's champions on SmackDown, so it's actually appropriate that they fought for the title. And the good news is there was no interference from Mickie James. The bad news is Alexa did not win necessarily clean, as everyone would want it. Alexa, they had a solid match, and then Alexa would hit Becky in the throat and then would pull the tights as she rolled up Becky to win back the Women's Championship. So Alexa becomes the first two-time SmackDown Women's Champion. After this match, Mickie would come down for some unfinished business with Becky. And Becky would get the jump on Mickie there, but obviously their war isn't over between Mickie and Becky. Let's see here. Next on the totem pole, I mentioned the title match. American Alpha beat up Breezango. It was rather quick and rather easy. But the story kicked up after the match, with the Usos doing their promo. And I love what the Usos are doing with these promos with Alpha. I'm really entertained by this. What the Usos are doing. I thought their promo on SmackDown was really good. And they obviously, Jimmy being married to Naomi, clearly this was kind of a mixed emotions type of evening for him. But they were good. That was a good promo.
Oh, May 14th is Sunday. Huh.
Yeah, as we get ready for Usos and Alpha at some point really soon. That's going to be a really good match between Usos and Alpha.
Last Ring of Honor show I went to was on a Sunday.
Nice.
December 4th.
Oh, that's right. You went to the Final Battle one, right?
The one after Final Battle.
The one after Final Battle.
I worked. I didn't work, but I did crew.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're
but I want to enjoy this one, so
yeah,
that's why I got ticket.
This was productive. This falls count anywhere between Nikki and Natalya. It was actually a very solid match. They did go all over the building, has been per usual, this whole rivalry thing. It kicked up, really, when they got backstage. And Natalya threw Nikki into Maurice. So Maurice was basically collateral damage here. And then we get to the point where Natalya gets thrown into a glass mirror. And they get back towards the stage and towards the ramp. And Nikki's got her in the STF. And then Maurice comes down and basically goes all Tanya Harding on Nancy Kerrigan with the lead pipe to the knee and several lead pipe shots. Where the Miz it got to the point where the Miz had to break up what Maurice was doing. Natalya would get the pin.
Yeah, which sets up.
We'll get to it. There's more to it. There's more to it in the Battle Royal. I'll get to it in a second. So Natalya finally ends the war with Nikki and gets the pin. And obviously Natalya will probably move on to other things. But obviously Nikki's issue will lead right into the Battle Royal. Which we can kind of get the pretenders out of the way, like Mojo and Kalisto and Cruz, and Dolph got eliminated by Cruz, and clearly their war isn't over. Mojo got eliminated by Miz, and then we cut to the chase where Corbin was dominant, and big
banter.
And Corbin continues to do his thing. He got eliminated by Ambrose, and then Ambrose got laid waste by Corbin with the end of days. Ambrose will be back towards the finish later. Cena would eliminate Miz. But then Miz came back later on to eliminate Cena, which clearly gets kicked in back into the point of their women, of Maurice and Nikki, as there's clearly heat that Maurice started with the situation with the false contender match. Yeah. So we know where this is going, and then Cena's gonna be on Miz TV on Tuesday, so we kind of know where this is getting to. I think Miz stirring the pot is gonna really make this very interesting. I'm actually looking forward to that. So the last three ended up being Harper, Ambrose, and Styles. And it was an interesting scenario between the three of them. Ambrose would be eliminated by Harper, which left it down to the final two of Styles and Harper. And then Harper and Styles, it was on the opposite side of the ring where the camera was at, so we didn't get the best view of it, of course. It kind of looked like Styles hit first, but they went with the whole it's a draw thing, and we're going to go to next week where Styles and Harper, they're going to put on a really good match, I'm sure.
And Harper will probably win.
Yeah, it probably will be Harper, but it's going to be a really good match on Tuesday to close SmackDown. Winner gets to get to Bray Wyatt at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship.
NXT
started with the triple threat for the women's #1 contendership.
That was a good match.
It actually was solid. Ember versus Liv Morgan versus Peyton Royce, and the difference obviously being Billie Kay. Billie Kay would throw her hat in the ring. She would eat an eclipse from Ember, but it was still the point was to get Ember out of the way so he could pin Liv Morgan, and that's what Peyton Royce did. So Peyton pins pins Liv. And the next week, they're going to get the title match between Peyton versus Asuka for the championship. Obviously, Billie Kay will be around and trying to help Peyton Royce if at all costs. Otherwise, Asuka will probably kick them both in the head. Next week's tag team title match, DIY versus Office of Pain is going to be nice. It's going to be a productive match next week. We didn't get anything from either guys or the Revival this week anyway. we got the really good match between Pete Dunne and Mark Andrews.
Yes!
This match was dope from start to finish.
I love Pete Dunne and Mark Andrews. I love Pete Dunne.
Yeah, Pete Dunne got a huge pop too. Dunne got a good pop as he came out to the ring. It was good. This was a good match from start to finish. Both guys got off their best stuff. In the end, Andrews tried a 450 splash, met the knees of Pete Dunne, and Pete Dunne would hit him with the bitter end and would get the W. But it was really good. It was really good.
I thought their UK tournament match was a little better.
You know, slightly better? Okay.
I'd go slightly better, but still 4 stars.
Yeah, this was a very productive match.
I gotta put it on my spreadsheet.
Yeah, it was a productive match, no doubt. They really did work.
I have a spreadsheet now for 4-star and above matches. So
you kind of have to have it because of how good wrestling's been over the last, 18 months?
Yes.
You kind of have no choice.
Yeah, you have no choice because you have to keep track of this.
Yeah.
You have to keep track.
It's so
Between WWE and New Japan and then all the other crap I watch, it's not crap, but all the
everything
indies,
else.
all the Japan I watch.
There's so much stuff. There's so much stuff happening. So we get to the main event, which is Rude versus No Way Jose.
No way, Jose.
And Jose was decent. He wasn't a liability out in the ring. He was productive. He got that big punch, that big right hand he does, which is actually really productive. And Rude would get the W here, and with the glorious DDT. Now after the match, Rude would attack the knee of No Way Jose and try to injure the knee the same way he did Shinsuke. Now Shinsuke's been in the performance center, getting back his strength. Obviously, the leaked video of Shinsuke doing his thing as he returned to the ring with Finn Balor. And his video of Finn Balor looking productive as well. But then we got the return of Cassius Ohno with the Hero's Welcome, as you can hear right here.
It's the volume 1?
You have to turn the computer one on. Yeah, turn the computer.
Yeah, turn the internet one on.
Yeah. No, it didn't work. Okay. Anyway, the Cassius Ohno would return.
I could just do this.
Yeah, Cassius Ohno would return. And he would and they would start a battle with Bobby Roode. As Roode wanted to throw down right then and there, and as Ohno turned around, Ohno would try to get attacked by Roode, but then Ohno came back and proceeded to give out a little bit of a beatdown to Bobby Roode. So we're getting closer to the TakeOver show in Orlando, and it's clear that he's back. I like this beat.
I like this.
I like this beat.
About me, better watch how you speak. The greatest of all time, baby.
I like this. I do like this beat.
I still like.
I heard it was like, okay, yeah, this is hot. This is actually not bad. So it was good.
Yep.
It was good. No, it was good. It was productive.
It has the vein of the Chris Hero theme, but
yeah, a little bit. But obviously the title being Heroes Welcome, because we all know that's where we know about Chris.
But this is obviously the superior theme.
He does hit that hard. He hit with those forearms last Wednesday night. He meant business with those forearms on Rude. He meant business. I do like this. You
ain't nothing to mess with.
Yeah, they stuck with that too. That's what they're running with the phrase. They stuck with it, which I thought was
with
good.
The Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
Chris is awesome. He's as hot as it get. The type to drop you quick with a mafia kick. Got the hunger of a young.
Nah, it's dope. Nah, that is. I agree with you. That is superior. But yeah, Cassius Ohno would make his return, and they picked up on it right away. The fans immediately popped for him, and so now they're going to get down to business. I'm sure very soon. Let's see, 205 Live. I kind of told you about the main stuff about Tony Nese getting beat by the Gallagher.
Yeah.
They did an Aries plug as Aries is getting closer to the ring, which I think is going to be good. Let's see, I told you about Kendrick and Tozawa, and Mustafa Ali would have a decent match with Noam Dar, where Dar would get the W there, but it was a decent match. There was no Alicia Fox. She actually was.
I really like Mustafa Ali. Who
Yeah,
did
I like
Tozawa face?
Tozawa faced Kendrick. Remember he faced Kendrick, and he had his Kendrick trapped his foot.
Yeah,
and so that was really the gist of 205 Live. As I'm sure the go home show for Fastlane on Raw will have some Neville and some Gallagher as we get closer to their title match.
Yes.
Congratulations, Diamond Dallas Page.
Bang!
Yes, he made the Hall of Fame. The Diamond, obviously the Diamond Cutter, which obviously has been turned into the Randy Orton's RKO. Which
DDP Yoga, of course.
DDP Yoga.
Saving two wrestlers that probably couldn't have been saved by anybody else.
Yeah, no, and he's already made it clear he wants Jake the Snake Roberts to induct him into the Hall of Fame.
Yes.
And Jake the Snake's being one of them. And obviously, DDP, a couple years ago, inducted Roberts into the Hall. As Roberts had that deep speech. I think it was before WrestleMania 30. He had that really, really deep speech. Let's see. What else happened?
Ivan Koloff.
Ivan Koloff and Animal Steel both passed away, I think, since the last time we did shows.
Yes.
So rest in peace
Yes.
to both.
George the Animal Steel happened after we got off the air.
Yeah. It was either right after or right before we got off the air last week. So I think we kind of touched on it a little bit.
We touched a little bit on Animal. He was the character.
Yes, he was one of those gentle giants, I think, types, where apparently from all accounts, where he was a bully and a monster in the ring, but outside of the ring, he seemed like really, really lovable, like an uncle type of thing.
And Ivan Koloff, Bill Apter was there when he beat Bruno Sammartino.
And ended that long reign.
Ended that long reign in 1971.
Yes, which they claim to be the day the day the music died in wrestling terms.
In Madison Square Garden,
yes.
It was like the crowd got deflated. I'm like, oh my. Like, if you ever hear Bill Apter tell that story, it's marvelous.
I think the closest equivalent we can come up with in terms of our era would be the Undertaker losing WrestleMania 30.
Yeah.
I think that would be the closest equivalent.
The air just stuck out of the arena.
Yeah. And I think that's the way to think of a Bruno's the reign of the longest reign ever as WWE champion ended.
Yeah, 1963 to 71.
Yeah, 8 years. Wow, that is incredible. 8 years, not only 8 years. 8 years of sold out shows against some of the hardest cats in history, and then for it to end the way it did in the Garden is amazing. But yes, rest in peace to both Ivan Koloff and George the Animal Steel
and Nicole Bass.
Yeah, it's been a rough week, 10 days.
Rough 10 days, yeah. We had Chavo Guerrero Sr. Also passing away.
Yeah, we had a rough 2 weeks. Wow, of 4 wrestling deaths. On Raw this Monday, you'll see Seth Rollins. Rollins will be back. I guess we'll cut a promo. I'm sure he's coming for Triple H. He's had some cryptic words for the game over the last few months and weeks as we get closer to hopefully their showdown at Mania if he's healthy enough. We'll see that. I believe Goldberg's going to be on Raw. The other thing I didn't cover was Raw with Heyman and Lesnar, with Heyman doing a solid interview.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, and Heyman was productive with basically having Lesnar just stare into the camera, looking menacing. And then Heyman doing this thing, I thought it was productive.
That was chilling.
Yeah.
That was chilling.
I think that was the point. I think it was the point was to terrify everybody because it's Lesnar and Heyman doing this thing. So that was solid. So all in all, that was a couple good points of Raw and SmackDown as we get closer to Fastlane. So
Bruno Sammartino's first reign was 2,803 days, and then his second reign was 4 years.
His second reign was only 1,000. When we can say your second reign was only 1,237 days, that is incredible.
Pedro Morales had a long reign in there.
Morales had 1,000 plus day reign. Yes. Wow. The only 3 or 4 reigns that have only over 1,000 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think San Martino has 2 of them, and then the Morales is. Everyone else, if you're over a year, you've done something. But that's saying something. Wow. Yeah. That is incredible.
So
bringing this back home to Ring of Honor.
One of the most important matches in Ring of Honor history. Yep. Here is the Ring of Honor versus CZW Cage of Death.
Let's go.
It's an hour long, so we'll be here for an hour.
It's only 11:15. Yeah, we got time.
A quick flip will determine which team gets the advantage.
Yes.
The next segment, we'll see the winners of the quick flip get the advantage.
This was in Philly at the old National Guard Armory.
Right.
This will continue until
it's still there. It's in the Northeast.
Each team have entered the cage. The match can only end.
I've actually been there for a wrestling show.
5 members of each team have entered the cage. At that point, the first pinfall or submission wins the match.
Here we go. Basically, it was what TNA, I'm sure, got the idea for Lethal Lockdown. This screams Lethal Lockdown from TNA.
CZW did this gimmick for about 6 years before. They used to do it every year at the end of December.
It is official. Ben Simmons will not play this year.
Oh. Sixers are tanking again.
they messed this up so hard. We'll go over it. Programming notes, Sports Lounge will not be on Monday. It'll be on Wednesday of next week.
And then it'll go back to
Monday. It's just a one-time thing. I got some business to do with work. But yeah, Sports Lounge will be on Wednesday this week. So no lounge on Monday. He caught heads and won the toss. Somebody actually won a coin toss with heads. Who knew?
Right. It's the babyface team that wins the coin toss. Normally the heel team wins the coin toss.
Yeah, really. So, do you choose the receiver or defer?
No.
I mean, like, when it gets a coin toss, did he choose to come out first? Or like they could?
They get the 2-on-1 advantage.
Basically saying receive, as in he wants the early advantage. He wants the early jump. That's what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at. As opposed to defer, have the freshman man come out. So that's kind of what I was getting at here. Alright, so we're already starting off to a good start.
It's a mojo.
We're already starting off to a good start. We got a young Joe.
He's coming at the mom saying knock you out.
Yep. Well, which is
with the Godzilla intro.
Which is pretty appropriate. Classic. Oh, there's Flashback Friday. Why not?
Flashback Friday. And the cage is all...
So, yeah, inside the cage, we should mention...
weapons.
There are a lot of toys here. The cage itself is kind of level with the top rope. And there's a couple ladders involved. There's a barbed wire table involved. Because it's CZW, after all.
This is CZW, yeah.
So there's going to be, obviously, inside the ring and under the ring, there's some toys to bring the noise there. So
this was really a war of attrition here.
Yeah, clearly.
Because on one side you got the CZW fans, on the other side you had the Ring of Honor fans.
Yep. So yeah,
it was really.
It's kind of like it's a territorial war. You know, CZW is mostly was mostly East Coast, Northeast based. The Ring of Honor was Northeast based until they both spread. So it's completely totally got it.
Speaking of a star,
yep,
AKA Cesaro, Claudio Castagnoli. Swiss Money Holding was his gimmick back in that day.
I see. That was the old school CZW theme. I think this was. Yeah, I remember this theme. So they're going to start the match. He said, what, every 3 minutes somebody else come out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cesaro come out in his warm-up suit.
This crowd is hot.
This crowd is nuclear hot. And they're chanting, Joe's gonna kill you. The smile on Joe's face is like, I welcome this war. Let's go. It's hard to picture Cesaro with hair on the top of his head, though. I'm so used to seeing Cesaro bald. This is so different.
He had a receding hairline.
True. That's true. No,
don't get me wrong.
That's true. So Cesaro surveying the ring. This crowd is hot.
Nuclear.
This crowd is hot. Making ready for this war.
Joe wants to come right at him.
Yeah, he does. And Cesaro playing the nice the heel roll situation. He's gonna let this bear weight. Says barbed wire. There's a steel chair on top of the barbed wire table there.
And there's more toys under the ring.
Yep, there's obviously more toys. There's a couple ladders. It looks like a ladder every post. There's a trash can. If the ring is completely attacked, the ring hasn't been affected. It's just the cage surrounding it. That's really what this is.
Yeah, this is a War Games type match.
Yeah,
so no escaping.
Right. You can only win by pinfall or submission. And then the crowd's referring to Cesaro as some sort of kitten.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. It looks like the chair is also covered in barbed wire.
Chair is also covered.
Yeah, there's a table covered in barbed wire. Look at the chairs under it too. Cesaro finally gets in the ring. Here we go. And it's on. So it's all running drop kick. And some forearms to Joe. As Joe came charging at him, Cesaro ducked. And now we're really getting down to business.
I'm
Now,
watching a lot of this old Ring of Honor stuff.
So
It's
Cesaro was
very
performed.
good.
Now keep in mind that this match only ends with all 10 guys in the ring. And then the pinfall or submission, the first one of its kind.
Oh, he's gonna go for a
muscle buster fresh out, and then Joe's like, "No, we're not having that." Nice uppercut by Cesaro.
You're used to calling him Cesaro. I don't care.
Fair enough. Obviously,
He's going under his real name, Claudio Castagnoli.
which is why Cesaro's so much easier. Back on he drop onto the apron.
Why do people just call him Claudio?
Oh, okay, Claudio works. Claudio gets kicked right in the ribs. Gets kicked right in the chest. Now Joe's going to work. Oh, Joe Suicino on the outside, and then Claudio goes to the cage. And now Joe,
Throws
like
the
a
ladder.
raging bull, is ready to rip Claudio apart. He's wasting no time. Yeah, there's weapons in the trash can, by the
There's
way.
weapons in the trash can.
Yeah, so Joe's got the trash can ready and in place. He's going for a big move. Oh, he kicked him right in the head with it. He just kicked the can. He played a good game and kicked the can, and he's clearly winning.
running around the ring.
He's clearly winning the game of kick the can. As he kicked the trash can into the head of Claudio. Claudio's wondering what just happened. There's no blood yet.
No will be.
There will be blood. I love the song.
This is Cage of Death.
Yeah,
Come on.
Yeah,
There will be blood.
yeah. It's just a matter of what Joe's gonna hit him with next. Oh, he's going right to the barbed wire. Okay, no, the chair isn't covered with barbed wire, but the table is. Joe grabs the chair, right to the ribs, right to the chest. Yeah, Claudio might be in a little bit of trouble. And then he sets him up with a kick right in front of the cage. Oh, Joe's gonna do something.
Oh, like heck.
Oh, right into the head of Claudio, who sat in the chair and ate it. The crowd is nuclear. Honestly, I'm pretty sure they're just cheering for both teams. They just want to see a fight. I'm not like this. Fans are chanting one more time. Fans are chanting one more time. Oh, reversal into a smaller ladder. Joe goes back first in the smaller ladder.
Claudio's still ripped.
Oh, he's getting booed. No, there's no doubt.
He's still ripped.
Yep.
No, I mean like ripped physically.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Not much has changed body wise with either of these guys, Claudio or Joe.
They're cheering Claudio now.
Yeah, and then the Ring of Honor people saying sucks immediately thereafter. No, there is some partisan. You talked about it earlier between the two companies.
Both based out of Philly.
Yep.
At the time.
Yep.
Ring of Honor's now based out of Baltimore, but they were both based out of Philly.
Nice diving
And
forward
both
by
fans.
Joe. And Claudio ate all of it. And then eats the kick that Joe does so well. Ate right in the shoulder.
My God.
This is just the intro. It's just the beginning.
JJ Dillon obviously cheering for Ring of Honor.
Yeah, all right.
Face wash.
Yep. Yeah, there's no point for the ref even to be in the ring right now, as we're getting closer to the. Wow, he is just scraping the bottom of his
20,
boot. And then a running kick right to the head.
Almost landed in barbed wire.
Yeah, and his legs could have landed right into the barbed wire, right? Okay, so this is CZW
1 minute.
ref. 1 minute until we get another competitor. This is CZW ref. Kind of just letting this go. He's just checking on his guy, Claudio here. Right into the cage goes Claudio's head. That's so many headshots.
This is 2006.
Yeah, we had to get to that.
We didn't know about concussions.
Right. We didn't. Yeah. Ladder to the back. he still, to this day, he still sells this stuff really well. He always has. But Joe has basically dominated this match. Punch, chop, chop. Joe definitely did go to the Shibata school of punches. He's going for the kick again. And runs directly into an uppercut. And Joe goes right into the cage. So we get another participant, and
It's BJ Whitmer.
Remember, Ring of Honor won the coin toss, so
2-on-1.
they get the 2-on-1 advantage. And now Claudio's in a little bit of trouble.
5-on-5.
Yep. And Whitmer's getting it in right now with right hands. And a running lariat kick right to the head. As Claudio's down. It's taking a little bit of a beating over the last 6 minutes. Snap suplex, nice. Natural wrestling move in this match, who knew? But a snap suplex. The crowd's loving BJ Whitmer.
A chant you won't hear today.
Yeah. No, yeah, because everyone's like, please retire. I remember those please retire chants. Obviously, he was that dude back then. And Claudio knows he's gotta come with it because it's 2-on-1 with two very big dudes. He got a knee off on Joe, and then he's now attacking Whitmer. And then Joe, oh no, he gets worked right into a spike. Oh. Right into that spike by Joe. So now it's 2-on-1. And they know to get down. Oh, Claudio's in trouble until one of his guys come out. He's in deep trouble until one of his guys come out. Double shoulder tackle. Or shoulder blocks. They're just waiting for the next guy.
Who's coming?
CZW guy. Where is he?
He's coming.
There he is.
Speaking of which, Chris Hero.
Yep. We talked about Chris Hero / Cassius Ohno earlier on in the show. He's clearly got a few fans, and many more enemies. And here we go. So,
And I love
Chris
how
Hero
this match has no commentary. You just
I love it too. It's gonna be too much to follow. So immediately the Ring of Honor guys jump on Hero, and they're ready to go to work. Two thumbs to the eyes. Thumbs to sets of eyes. Boot to the head of
Hero was a
Whitmer.
lot smaller back then.
Yeah, he was. Drop kick to Joe.
His style more fits with like heavyweights.
True.
That's why he gained them.
That's why I gained the LBs. That makes sense. So now Hero and Claudio chopped the uppercut, and
they were a tag team at the time. Kings of Wrestling.
Yes, I remember that. Yes. Very fabled tag team that was
In Ring of Honor history.
Dominated Ring of Honor, right? And now they're getting a 2-on-1 advantage as Hero's the fresh man. And they get a 2-on-1 advantage on Whitmer. As he's ripping off the Ring of Honor shirt. And, yep, wipe himself with it as he throws
it to the CZW side.
Yep. And the fans are trying to throw it back. The fans are trying to throw it back. Oh, this might, okay. It's going to be a Dominator? Nope. Ooh. Boot to the head. It looked like he had him in the gut wrench.
And here is Bryan Danielson.
Who comes in like a raging bull. What would you expect? He goes immediately into the fray. He's wailing on
AKA
both.
Daniel Bryan.
Yep, he comes wailing at the American Dragon in the building. He comes on Claudio, and then Hero. Claudio, then Hero. This is pre-beard, pre-hair, most of his hair. American Dragon. And now, Hero and Dragon doing battle. Another kind of break in the eye. Hero with the boot to Joe. Oh, back suplex countered. Atomic drop. Right to a running boot. And now a knee and a senton. It's Joe and Dragon collabo. It's Ring of Honor with the advantage 3-on-2. Now to go on the Claudio. Running knee by Joe. Running directly into diving shoulder tackle by Danielson. Now Joe and Danielson are controlling the ring. Now clothesline to Claudio to the outside. Now the focus is on Hero, who's clearly the fresher of the two. Joe runs right into a boot.
Okay.
Ooh. Looks like he was going for a cutter?
He was going to go for a cravat, maybe something.
And Brian kicked him
Muscle
in the,
buster.
he kicked him in the head. Muscle buster.
Chop block!
Nice chop block. Oh, the swerve. The swerve. The swerve. The swerve by Danielson.
And Cornette's like, yeah.
And Cornette's like,
Get out of here!
Cornette's not having none of that. He got, yeah. The swerve. So now all of a sudden, this works heavy in the CZW advantage.
And he stomped Hero.
Yep, he stopped Hero. Yeah, this works huge in the CZW advantage. They're about to get another guy.
I think Joe was the champion at the time. And here comes Nate Webb.
They just get Danielson. They're trying to get Danielson out. Actually, now we have CZW. That's right. Now we have CZW. And it is effectively
4-on-1.
Yeah. This is about Joe. This is clearly about Joe. And Cornette, he's heated at Cornette. This is clearly about Joe. And now Danielson's leaving. And let Cornette know he was number one. So now what do we got here? Now we got Joe going back.
And just BJ Whitmer.
Yeah, it's basically Whitmer. And then CZW with a huge advantage.
Until somebody
boy.
from...
First moonsault coast to coast. Are you kidding me? The CZW.
Spider Nate Webb.
That was amazing. Is CZW not only controlling the ring, but basically controlling the building, as they are extra. Their fans are clearly into this. And that busted Whitmer wide open. That busted Whitmer wide open. Yeah, it's effectively 3-on-1.
Until
Now it's about to be 3-on-2 in the next few seconds.
Adam Pearce.
Adam Pearce comes in. And he starts wailing, and he has no choice to. He's going to start swinging and keep swinging. He's going to each guy. And Hero's knee hit the trash can. And the clothesline hit him in the ear. And then he got hit with a clothesline.
Remember, they took Joe to the back.
Yep, so effectively it's 3-on-1. Spine buster to Claudio. It's a drop kick. And Pierce now controls the ring. And then
there's only one entrant left for Ring of Honor.
Yeah, really. Exactly.
2 for CZW.
Yeah. This is going to be no better than 5-on-3. Knife edge. Claudio eats a knife edge chop. As the 2 Ring of Honor guys are controlling the ring at this moment. They're still outnumbered. And the trash can from Hero. And now Hero going to work. First now on Pierce. After the trash can to Whitmer. We got a shit around the throat.
And no pins can happen.
Yeah. This match can't go on until we get all 5 guys out of the ring. Out into the ring. As Pierce goes to the outside. Claudio's going to go after him. So
and Joe was the ROH champion at the time, so
which is why Danielson went after him, because Danielson came after the belt, but it was coming for Joe in the title. Ooh, Pierce, you better get this off. You better get this off now. He didn't. Counter, catapult, slingshot. Ooh, right into the cage, directly into the cage.
And the CZW guy's about to come out.
But once again, CZW controlling the ring and controlling the whole area. It's 3-on-2, which is about to be 4-on-2.
And here comes the wildest man in...
Oh, boy.
Necro Butcher.
Necro Butcher is now in the ring barefoot.
That was his gimmick. He was basically this generation's Mick Foley.
There you go. He's just lowering the boots on Whitmer. Chris Hero's chilling right now. I mean, yeah, it's 4-on-2. He might as well chill. They can just take turns, just ripping apart the Ring of Honor guys. The right hand, the forearms, not even the right hand, it's the forearms to Whitmer's head. Whitmer's a bloody mess. And Pierce trying to help. He threw the trash can. He got caught right in the ribs of the chair by Hero. Again, right in the ribs. And now it's basically dual 2-on-1 situations here. Wow, what a bloody mess Whitmer is. But it's basically dual 2-on-1s. Oh! Concerto with trash can lids.
Necro with the...
Necro's got a body slam on Whitmer.
chair.
With the chair on the lower back. Keep in mind, you can't pin him. You can't pin him. Pins don't count, remember? You gotta wait till everybody comes out. You can't pin him yet. You can't pin him yet. He kind of lost track of that, but it's still the elbow to Whitmer. Whitmer's being laid to waste as everybody's getting a piece. Everyone's getting a piece. Ladder to the head from just wild man.
And
right
an RH guy's coming out.
Now RH guy's coming out, but it's still 4-on-3. Oh.
Here comes Ace Steel.
And he came in with the toys. And
Came in with a cowbell.
Yeah, that's a cowbell. It hit all four
strap.
CZW guys in the head with it. It's definitely tied to a strap. You're gonna.
This is the last Ring of Honor guy.
Yep, it's still 4-on-3.
And we still have one more.
You still have one more CZW guy as he's attacking with cowbells to the head. Now the chair. As he punched the chair. That was nice. He punched the chair. That was good. That was
Didn't come alone.
That was great, yeah. But again,
Hero.
the numbers game. As Hero stops the momentum with a right hand. It was right directly. And you got the bloody head right there.
Of Adam Pearce.
And Pierce's head now bloody.
Who's also now in NXT as a coach.
All right. That was nice. The ladder.
Ace Steel was CM Punk's
Steel.
training partner.
Ladder right to Steel. But it's still Butcher not going to work. And it's still 4-on-3. Steel's trying, but it's the numbers outnumbering. Now he's got the strap. He's not only does Butcher had the strap, he covered his eyes, so he couldn't see what was happening as he was trying to choke him out with it.
Yo, Necro Butcher and Joe faced off one time in the ECW arena.
I fully believe it was violent.
It was violent.
I fully believe you.
It was only a 10-minute match.
I fully believe you. They got every bit out of the 10 minutes.
Oh, they got every bit out of it. Yep. It's on YouTube, actually.
Yeah, I can understand. I can believe that.
For free.
Hero's got a mic. The gash on top of dude's head, on his head right now. The Ring of Honor fans, they're throwing toilet paper into the ring. They're throwing debris into the ring. As CZW's crowd, CZW is dominating.
Beer cans.
Butcher's busted open, and I'm not sure he cares.
No, he doesn't. He's been in death matches.
Yeah. CZW is dominating the ring. It's 4-on-3. It might as well be 4-on-2 because they are dominating the ring. Here might want to turn around and he get hit right in the head by Steel with the trash can. There is debris everywhere.
Beer cans.
Yeah, toilet paper, water bottles.
And Claudio's throwing it back.
He's throwing it back.
This is awesome.
Claudio's throwing it back. And now Claudio's got Paige up on the top rope.
Oh no.
It's very funny. Let's see.
We should have censored it. We should.
Yeah, we should talk over that one. This is becoming very violent. Hero still got the mic in his hand, by the way. He's. Well, we just wait. Who's the last Ring of Honor guy? That's the real question.
Who's the last CZW guy?
Yeah, I'm sorry, last CZW guy. Who's the last CZW guy?
Probably Zandig.
Oh boy, which makes it 5-on-3 unless Joe gets back. Another cowbell to the head.
Because Danielson's not coming back.
Right? He wants. Yeah,
He wants Joe.
His beef was Joe. His beef was with Joe. So this is a. They are just destroying the Ring of Honor people. Well, it looks like I thought Butcher was going to try to tie Page up there, but no, he just wants to weigh in on him some more.
Eddie Kingston.
Oh boy.
CZW World Champion at the time.
Oh boy. Now they got the freshman Kingston going to work.
All 5 guys are in.
Yep, all CZW. So now pinfalls are legal now. Now pinfalls are legal, and Kingston going to work with a running boot to the Ring of Honor's freshest man. And is
who's not looking so fresh.
No, the CZW used the numbers game given to them by Danielson to go to work.
This isn't.
Got an impaler DDT going on there. And as Kingston's not going to work, and Kingston's getting his shots in. Running boot to the head of Whitmer, who is a mess.
And they're telling Eddie.
Yeah, yes. They're telling him various things.
Various things.
Some of which we can't say on television or here. Kingston's just wailing on Whitmer as the Ring of Honor guys are just controlling everything around this cage. No one's used the table full of barbed wire. Whoa, good grief, look at Paige.
No one's used the table full of barbed wire yet.
No,
but Adam Pearce is.
And Pearce, yeah, I'm sorry, Pearce is in just deep trouble.
And he flipped Hero off, but...
Yeah, he's in deep trouble. Whitmer, too. Considering how long Whitmer's been in the match. Oh, trash can to the head. By Butcher. Now the pins are fair game. And they're just waylaying. Yeah, the Ring of Honor won the coin toss, and it might have been the worst thing to do was to receive, if you will. As CZW is dominating the ring. In the Kingston throwing the chair, hitting Whitmer right in the head, and a bulldog
onto a barbed wire
bat, right?
Here comes the cowbell.
Yeah, the cowbell's about to be used. There's the barbed wire baseball bat. There.
That gash.
That gash is real right now.
And they're chanting for one man who could save this.
Yep. I mean, there's no DQs. Now there's a DQ. I mean, I guess.
And Ring of Honor is hosting this, so.
Yeah, so it's fair game.
Fair game.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Now look at the development inside the ring. There's a little bit. Yeah, there was a little bit of a miscommunication. There was a chop. And now
because they were going at it for the CZW title at the time.
And Claudio's trying to stop. Like Claudio's like, chill. We don't need it. Get 3-on-3. And now the lights went red, and the crowd went nuts. Yeah, I think that stopped all the momentum of Kingston and Hero coming at each other.
That legendary music, The Truth, comes out. And here comes
Truth by Beanie Siegel.
Homicide.
But yeah, and everyone's getting ready. All the CZW guys are getting ready.
And he has a sign saying ouch.
Yep.
You know business is about to pick up.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. All the CZW guys are getting ready. They're all getting ready. They know what's coming. They know what's coming.
He came out to a banger.
Yeah, well, Beanie Siegel's The Truth was hot. Beanie Siegel's The Truth was hot back then.
And Homicide's unofficially in this match.
Yep. I mean, there's no rules. This match only ends with a pinfall or submission. And there's nothing y'all can do. Interference is fair game.
You know, the cage is supposed to thwart that, but who cares?
Yeah, I don't think it was worried. The only thing Ring of Honor is worried about that now. That they were already at a disadvantage. Right into the head of Kingston. Completely destroys the board, and now Homicide's going to work.
That's an ouch.
Yeah, that was a 2x. And now Butcher throws a chair in his head.
Now this crowd's hot because...
This crowd's hot now. It's unofficially it's 5-on-4. He's still barefoot. He's still right into the barbed wire. He's still right into the thumbtacks. Exploder suplex. And he's the first official pinfall attempt of the match
by Todd Sinclair.
And Sinclair was the ref. As we saw the Whitner trying to get the pin. But the kick out. Homicide came with more toys. He came with more toys. He's got toys.
He's giving the whole Ring of Honor forks.
They got forks. And then they're gonna grind him into the head of the CZW guys. Meanwhile, Homicide's got Kingston. And just jamming the fork right into the forehead of Kingston. Forks are being jammed into the head.
Yes.
Of everybody from the CZW people.
And Ace Steel is just stabbing Nate Webb.
He's stabbing Nate Webb with a fork. We'll never think of forks the same way again, especially metal ones. Good grief.
And Homicide just wipes the blood of Eddie Kingston on his forehead.
Yep. Homicide, not in the match, and B not actually bleeding. That is Kingston's blood. Well, was that in the eye?
Great equalizer.
No kidding. Forks.
And Adam Beers.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh, power jump on the floor. Remember, Claudio started the match. He took all those headshots from Joe. Pile driver on the floor.
Necro has the barbed wire baseball bat.
And that is the grown man barbed wire baseball bat. Look at the blood coming from Claudio's head. And he was just too weak to do anything with the chair.
And BJ Whitmer hit Necro with the barbed wire baseball bat. Yep. And the barbed wire's all over him.
Yeah, he's his whole looks like his head and face. Yeah, the barbed wire's all on his arm. The worst part's always been pulling it out. Oh, he got thrown to the table. Oh man, he got thrown to the table.
He got just lollygagged.
He got thrown. He got thrown to the table. That was Pierce.
That was Nate Webb.
Webb flew and right through the barbed wire table.
It dented the cage.
Yeah.
And that is well-deserved chance.
Yeah, really. He was thrown. It just flew. There's another table of barbed wire, by the way. He was flown into one of them. There's brutality everywhere. There's brutality everywhere.
Ring of Homicide.
It effectively is. Once Homicide jumped in, this got really violent. This got super. I mean, as if it
you think CZW guys? Oh, they're gonna bring the violence. Oh, Homicide.
Nope.
Another level.
Homicide brought it to you. The barbed wire bat is covered in toilet paper, which I don't think will have any effect on actually getting hit by the bat. But that's what it is. Homicide continuing to go to work. Meanwhile, look at the top rope.
Steel has a lawn dart.
We saw a top rope cutter from Steel into a backbreaker.
Into an elbow.
And with an elbow in between. There's a barbed wire table set up. And Homicide's got Butcher. Actually, Butcher's got Homicide. Well, keep in mind, Homicide's not in this match. He said they took fans of chanting 6 on 5.
6 on. CZW fans are chanting 6 on 5.
Yeah, CZW wants somebody from CZW to take out Homicide. I defended what we got here.
Hey,
keep in mind, it's still 5 on 4. CZW still has the numbers game. Oh. What's he gonna do? Tommaso Messino, and he missed.
Oh, and the table didn't even break.
Nope, no, the table was too far away. I think the whole thing was to go through the table, but the table was too far away. As Kingston gets hit in the head by Homicide. There's blood everywhere from everybody involved, except I don't think Homicide's bleeding out.
I don't think Homicide was bleeding. I don't think Joe bled.
Oh, right in the head.
Right in tags.
Right into the tags. Right into the tags. Right into the tags. Yeah, Joe didn't bleed. Danielson didn't bleed. Everybody else.
And he's trying to fork out the thumbtacks.
Everybody else but Homicide, everybody else officially in the match is bleeding. As we got suplex? Suplex into the table, propped up on the ring apron by Homicide. And Hero finally gets to Homicide. As Homicide just laid waste to everybody involved. And now they're throwing Homicide into the ring. I mean, again, we've only had one attempt at actually winning the match. There is so much carnage outside the ring. Feels like a twister hit that place. So now, Hero's got Homicide. He's standing on the chair. Oh.
Cravat.
Oh. Homicide knows what's coming. But can he stop it? Homicide blocks. Now, it gets the right hands and the boots to Hero in the corner. Meanwhile, Butcher on the outside of the ring. Oh. That was right to the head, that trash can lid. Oh!
What the
I
hell?
think he tried to turn it into a cutter. I think Homicide ate.
Or he should turn it into a face buster.
Yeah, and the Homicide looked like he ate most of the chair.
But Hero's still down.
Yeah.
Homicide's up.
Now, Homicide got the move off, but he went back first into the chair. Meanwhile,
Adam Pierce
with a nice elbow drop. The referee's not even trying to get in the ring. I don't blame him. He tried to get the pin. Well, they could have kick out. Meanwhile, back to the fork.
Back to the forks.
The fork is right in the Heroes. Yeah, Homicide's still bleeding.
Yeah, it's getting some blood, but...
Yep, but not his own. There's the barbed wire table is propped up now on the ring apron. And Butcher is now going to work.
It's a 2x4.
He's got that board that Homicide brought into the match.
That said, ouch.
Yep. And is now driving it into the head. He's trying to screw it into the head. Who was that? Nice elbow by Homicide on the Hero. And the fans are chanting, die, Hero, die. Oh. Remember that table?
That barbed wire table.
No, there's two tables. One with barbed wire, one without. And then they're both within distance of Hero. Hero sees the one with barbed wire and is directly below him. Homicide's coming for Hero. Hero jumps over the table but still eats the cage. Which probably, by comparison...
is a good life choice.
Yeah, it really is. It really is a good life choice. Meanwhile...
But something worse is about to happen in that with Butcher.
Yeah, Homicide's got Butcher. And they're both fighting on one of the corners. Oh.
And there's another barbed wire table over there.
Yeah. And there is brutality everywhere. He's still got that board. Homicide still has that board. What a mess. What a mess. Jeez. He's got Kingston there. Whitmer's got Kingston. He had Kingston, and then Kingston eats the board. We still got 20 minutes left of this match. A knife edge chop with the board. Ooh, right on the Claudio's chest.
Spin back fist of his future? No! Exploder on the floor.
Exploder on the floor, and a little bit of Kingston caught the trash can.
Echo has Homicide now.
Yep, he does. He's got him in the corner. Homicide finally being subdued. Oh.
They're trying to escape.
They're trying to escape. I don't think you can't win by escaping. This only ends up pinfalls and submissions.
And that...
There's a table ominously below them.
Oh, we know what's gonna happen.
Oh! Kind of a stage dive!
Very flop!
Claudio jumps from the ring into the... Claudio jumps from ring to cage. Hero's up there too. Oh, Russian leg sweep! Russian leg sweep! Meanwhile, Homicide! He's gonna send him under the cage!
And he flipped!
And he flipped! He dove first head and then back first.
What is Hero doing? What is Hero doing?
That's a real good question.
He's going on top.
Homicide tried to hit him and missed. They're trying to hit him to knock off his balance, and he missed. Hero's at the top of the cage. Is trying to gain his footing. Oh, what do you,
he's
Chris?
gonna go for a moonsault.
Think this through. Beautiful moonsault. A beautiful moonsault on the top of the cage into the entire pile. Everybody's down. Everybody's down.
Everybody's down. Except for Hero.
Hey, Hero's up. And going directly after Homicide, who, keep in mind, is not legally in the match.
Certainly is, Ollie.
Well, CZW's making it. CZW counted it. And then there's a save. There's a CZW ref that tried to count the pinball. I guess Homicide technically, I guess he replaces Danielson, I guess. I guess they are saying Homicide's in. Guess they're allowing it.
Oh.
Alright, cool. Fine, still 5-4. CZW still has the advantage. And now we're back to Hero and Whitmer. And they're just trading forearms in the ring.
Oh no. Oh no.
Brainbuster! That's so much worse than I thought it was gonna be! I thought it was gonna be a suplex under the back of the chair! He brainbusted them into the chair! And then Butcher with the chair shot!
Mercilessly, it's not over.
No, it's not! I was not expecting that brainbuster!
And that's getting down in the seat!
I was not expecting
down in the seat!
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I was not expecting the brainbuster! Because Butcher's he's got Whitmer up! Oh, he's going for Death Valley Driver, it looked like? Okay. Nope. Whitmer was going for a back suplex. That did not work.
And Homicide.
Homicide comes in.
Double back suplex. Onto this.
And the back of his neck. The back of his neck at the top of the chair. And he's still kicked out. Butcher's still kicked out.
Oh no.
There's a barbed wire board.
And Necro's laying in thumbtacks.
There's a barbed wire board under the ring. CZW still has the advantage, but there really is no advantage right now. Everyone is getting destroyed and destroying each other. Ooh! I think he just used the door?
Not the door, but part of the fence.
Part of the fence to hit him in the head. Meanwhile, Butcher's up. Uh-oh is right. Remember the barbed wire table?
Yeah, let's use that.
Butcher's got Whitmer on the apron.
And he's trying to pile drive him.
Yeah, he is. He might be successful. They're both fighting over the barbed wire table, right, exchanging lefts and rights. Butcher lefts, Whitmer rights. There's a barbed wire board. The barbed wire board's in the ring now. Oh! Let's go for explosive suplex. No, Butcher knows what's coming and blocked. Butcher's gone. Oh! Butcher's going for a suplex. He actually moved back.
Go for a suplex.
He was going for a suplex. Oh, he's got him in a fireman's carry.
So he doesn't have to land.
This kid had so many.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly like that. Death Valley Driver, and then Whitmer immediately realized what a horrible decision that was. His lower back. At least his upper back's where Butcher is, but his lower back is caught in the barbed wire. He realized what a terrible spot that was for Death Valley Driver. Meanwhile, Homicide's in the ring. He had a smile on his face. Homicide is in the ring. And now it's 2-on-1. At some way with the Ring of Honor guys. A low blow.
By Spider.
Yeah. Meanwhile, jumping knee on to Kingston.
And
ooh! Nice. Right into the ring.
I don't know how to describe that move. It was like
a full Nelson, which he turned into like a half full Nelson to a facebuster type of thing.
And
so Spider's going to the top rope, but he has a chair. Moonsault to the chair. No, he landed. And that was like clothesline the chair. With Spider holding it. I don't know what Homicide's about to do.
I think.
But this could be terrifying.
I think Cop Killer's in his future.
Yeah. Oh!
Cop killer? No.
Which basically is the version of the gory special. And then, oh, the beautiful counter by Spider. No, powerbomb into this? No. Yep, he's going for it. He's going for it.
Vertebrae.
Right to the board! Right to the board! Right to the board of barbed wire! And Homicide gets the pin. right into the barbed wire board. Homicide gets the pin on Spider. Ring of Honor wins. What was effectively a handicap match from the start.
And they're throwing toilet paper.
They're throwing toilet paper and streamers into the ring. Keep in mind, Homicide did not bleed the entire time, but ROH wins. Even with a man advantage. Oh, Cornette! Cornette just he just threw powder into the eyes of Homicide, and the cage is locked. Oh, this could get bad for Ring of Honor. This could get very bad. The cage is locked. Remember, it's effectively now 7-4 as Cornette's in the ring. He blinded Homicide.
I think the CZW guys are out, but...
Oh yeah. Actually, you know what? They are. Okay, this is now back to Homicide. Homicide won the match in honor of Ring of Honor, but now, oh boy, this is not going to end well. They are handcuffing Homicide to the corner. Yep, they're handcuffing Homicide to the corner. Yeah, CZW guys are out of the ring. This is effectively Ring of Honor business now. Now that the match is over, this is effectively Ring of Honor business. I don't know what they're going to do to Homicide, but this is not going to end well. There's more trash and debris being thrown into the ring as Homicide's guy just got blinded by Cornette as he tried to climb into the cage. Homicide is in deep, deep trouble. He is in deep trouble.
Uh-oh.
Cornette's got a belt. And Cornette's got a belt. And there's clearly an earlier incident of Cornette. Now Cornette's getting revenge. And he's basically whipping him with his belt, and he's being handcuffed to the corner. Those are hard shots to the belt. Meanwhile, the Ring of Honor, wow, that chair went right to this cage. They're trying to keep the Ring of Honor guys out as Cornette is getting free shots at a Homicide. Cornette and his crew are basically keeping everyone else at bay as Homicide just catches a beating from Cornette as he's handcuffed to the corner so he can't defend himself. As Cornette is just taking free shots. Yeah, they're keeping everybody out. Homicide's trying to get out. Ooh, Homicide gets out, Cornette's in deep trouble. What's Cornette doing? Oh, look at that. Alright. So looks like Cornette's leaving him. And they're keeping everybody in Ring of Honor. Cornette and his crew are keeping everybody out. And keeping everyone out. And they're parting the seas, if you will, as Cornette exits. And everyone's coming to Homicide's defense. Homicide effectively was the hero in the whole situation. They're trying to free Homicide. And what was a violent, bloody match. Homicide actually didn't bleed, but it was a very violent match.
That was one of the most important angles, one of the most important things.
Cornette hook, okay. And they are just, they're trying their hardest to free him. No one has the keys? Man, They're still trying to free him. I think they're trying to unscrew the. They're trying to unscrew the top turnbuckle so they can get Homicide at least out from that predicament. And then they finally freed him. And then the crowd goes in for Homicide as Homicide won the match for Ring of Honor in what was a very violent match.
Very violent.
Yep, so that's, so Deja's Imperfect Talk Show will come up at noon.
Yes.
So she'll do her thing. Again, programming note, Sports Lounge will not be on Monday, it'll be on Wednesday. It'll be on Wednesday. We'll be able to recap the NBA trade deadline and preview the NHL trade deadline, which will also be Wednesday.
Oh.
We're going to talk...
There's nothing of the NBA trade deadline. Oh, my God.
I will talk about the my trip to Pittsburgh and how that went. I will obviously will preview the American League East. The AL East to be the next division that we will be doing. To go through our division by division preview, the American League East, which may be the strongest in baseball. We'll actually have the official top 25 as we get closer to championship week. This is rivalry week is here, and then championship week will follow that up, and then selection Sunday, of course. So we'll actually have the top 25 officially up as it will be done Monday. We'll recap Daytona and the crappy point system that is NASCAR and how it actually worked, and we'll go through all that. But that'll be the Sports Lounge on Wednesday, not Monday of this week only.
Okay. It is now 11:39 on Monco Radio, where music and minds meet.